It's already hour number 4. We're here live Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Back Sunday with an abbreviated transmission, 4 to 6 p.m. The websites are Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And we have the one, the only, Dr. Ron Paul, Congressman Ron Paul. We're going to talk about socialized health care. People have actually read the subsections. We have them here. Total takeover. He'll be breaking that down. He's got bills to beat it and to really fix health care. Auditing the Fed, we're going to get into that, and so much more. And he's a medical doctor. We're going to talk about this flu hype, trying to stampede people into federalization, UN control of the level 6 pandemic, and a lot more with Congressman Ron Paul. Congressman, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Let's get into the National Socialist health care. Obama tried to stonewall people and said this is no big deal, but people have now read the bill. You're a medical doctor and a congressman. Can you tell us what's really in that bill?
Well, it is nationalized health care. This pretense that it isn't, completely just means that there's some transition involved. So now their goal is to have one-party payer, which means that they control everything. And there's a lot of other bad things in too, like these, like this effort to consult with anybody who's over a certain age and talk to them about end-of-life type of procedures. This bill is just such an outrage. The American people see it for what it is. It's going to cost a lot of money. Their care is not going to be improved, and that special interest will be served.
Congressman, when I was talking to you, when we first got you on during that 1-minute break, you brought up the rebellion against really both parties, but mainly the Democrats, Doggett being shouted down, Republican congressman, Delaware congressman, Specter getting chanted down, people saying, we don't want your socialist big government health care. That has got to be exciting when their own constituents are shouting them down.
Yeah, I think, and this is different. I don't remember seeing the people so angry as they are now. But I think what they've discovered is that government is a failure. It isn't so much that they're all saints now and they don't want the government taking care of them. I think a lot of people have come to the realization that you can't trust government. Government's been promising me all this, and they were going to give me all these free things and wouldn't cost anything, and I'd have a good job, and we'd live happily ever after. They're starting to realize now that it's not so, and they're going to end up with a lot of debt, and the government can't be trusted. That's a healthy start. So it is our job now to fill in the void and tell them what the role of government ought to be so that we can take all this energy and anger and redirect it.
Exactly, because you have always said that the danger point is that when we come to this crisis, the collapse of big government, they're going to try to make it even bigger and a total tyranny. We've got to be there beforehand and during, saying, no, let's get back to the system that's proven to be the most bountiful, the most free, the beautiful system, the great design our founders gave us.
Yeah, and up until now, they've been able to use fear as their best tactic, and whether it's on foreign policy issues or domestic policy issues, that's how that first TARP fund went through. The whole thing would be collapsing. We have to do this rapidly. Don't ask any questions. Appropriate $700 billion, and we'll take care of everything. So if things get worse, they'll say, boy, this is more reason than ever for the government to take over. And, of course, we still have the threat of martial law coming in, because I think they haven't forgotten about that, and I don't think they'd hesitate to use it.
Congressman, when we come back, I want to talk about the establishment's response, though, to the majority of House members now wanting to audit the Fed and the people getting angry. Lloyd Doggett and others went on the news and said it was all staged, all fake. It didn't matter that I found out my neighbor was there and buying groceries at Randall's in South Austin, where I live, and went over and started chanting. It didn't matter if one of my dad's employees at his dental office was there at the meeting, a Democrat who was sent the letter, and that she was mad at him. It didn't matter that it was real. He just says it's fake. But everywhere, people are saying, no, this just sounds like Marie Antoinette, let them eat cake.
Yeah.
In fact,
they'll wake up soon. I think that this is not going to go away very quickly.
Absolutely. But we're going out to break. We're going to come back and talk more about this. There they are, chanting at Lloyd Doggett. Hundreds and hundreds of people literally chasing him from the building, and he says it's staged. Well, it's not staged. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones.